Hi, this is Tracy with Tracy's Techniques. This week we're going to be doing a beautiful stamped card using Stampendous' Silent Night stamp and Starry Night embossing powder. Go ahead and start off with the alcohol inks. This is the little pouncer tool. That's a Tim Holtz pouncer tool. We have it, the felt that comes with it right on there. I'm going to use alcohol ink in denim. I'm going to use about 6 drops of the denim. I'm going to shake up the silver. The fixatives, any of the metallic colors, you have to shake up when you use them because the silver tends to go to the bottom. We're just going to use a big drop of the silver because silver and gold and all those metallics will take over your image if you're using any of the metallics. Adding some blending solution, and now we're going to make the background. This is glossy paper from Ranger. It's made specifically for these alcohol inks. If you try to use it on regular photo paper, you are not going to get the same results, and then you're going to have problems when you try to heat emboss. Photo paper tends to separate when you add a lot of heat to it, so you definitely need to use the Ranger paper that's made for the alcohol inks. So you just play with your background until you get it looking the way you want it. This dries very quickly, but I'm just going to give it a quick heat. Now that's all dry. So then for my stamp, I'm going to use the Silent Night stamp from Stampendous. I'm just inking it up with Versamark ink. The Versamark ink will hold that embossing powder on there. Whenever I have a big stamp like this, I always just lay the stamp on the table, ink it up, and then I press my paper into my stamp. I always hold one area firmly, then press down, and I always get a nice clean image when I do this. You can't see anything because it's a nice clear ink. I'm dipping it in the Starry Night embossing powder from Stampendous. Always give your embossed images a good flick to get all that loose powder off of it. And then I'm going to heat it up. You want to watch it go from a powder to a shiny black. Alright, so now it's all nice and shiny. I'm just going to use my paper trimmer and I'm going to trim my edges down. I always leave the paper big so that way I don't have to aim and stamp exactly perfect. It gives me room. To lay the paper out the way you want it on there, and then pick it up. Next, what I want to do is I want to put some silver around the edges of this piece of paper and on the next base piece of paper. I'm just going to use a little bit of Versamark just to ink up those edges so the embossing powder will stick. I'm using Silver Wow embossing powder. I'm going to do the same thing to the black paper. And then you're going to heat this up. This will get shiny silver when it's heated. Next, you're all set to just layer your card together. I used a beautiful silver mirror paper for my base piece. I used a beautiful black shimmer for my next layer. I'm going to put pop dots on that layer and then finish it off with another layer of pop dots and the Silent Night on top. And that's all it takes to do a beautiful embossed card.